Hello everyone and welcome, my name's Greg. Today I have a bit of a different video. What I'm going to be doing is giving a live battle commentary of one of my games. I don't normally do this, but I was talking to someone on Discord about War Dogs and I was trying to explain them and figured, you know what, let's stream this, I can walk through it and I can try and explain things as I do it because sometimes it's a bit hard to explain it using words alone. I apologize now for the poor audio quality. When I stream on Discord and record audio in game, the quality seems to drop. But then if I audio over afterwards, it seems to be a lot better. So after I talk now, it's probably going to drop down quite a bit. To begin with, I explain the consumables and abilities. The only real thing different I've put onto these tier 9 War Dogs is Intimidate instead of the Charge. I do prefer to have the morale dropping on them. So here we go. I'm going to cut into the conversation I was having, and hopefully this battle is educational and also exciting. Have a good day, everyone.
Now these guys at tier 9 are not very good. Compared to like a lot of other options you have, but they're still fun, especially if you come up against a lot of bots that just aimlessly walk into the dogs. But generally, if you're in a high human game, you're probably not going to perform as well as what you would at lower tiers, just because people don't seem to know how to handle dogs or the handlers at lower tiers. So you seem to do a lot better, and then as you know, people get better and better, they realize how to fight against dogs, and your advantages kind of taper off a lot. That's why I think a lot of people move to Boudica at higher tiers, because she has AoE buffing abilities with her ultimate ability. So Rebellion at least offers something to friendly units at the higher tiers, whereas Vercingetorix, you know, you can. Defiance is probably his one of his better abilities, but Iron Discipline just to keep the morale up for a short period of time, and it also provides a nice missile block chance. So it is viable, but you just get eaten apart, as you'll probably see if I come up against any archers that are human. AI won't know how to deal with the dogs too well, so we'll see what we come up against and decide. One really useful thing is with the handlers, if you are being charged by enemy cavalry, try and slam them just as they hit you. That way their charge won't go all the way through the unit. You can slow them down with that slam, and it kind of suppresses the enemy charge quite a bit, and it helps to, you know, kind of countercharge them. You can't really countercharge them, but you can reduce the impact of their charge by slamming them as they charge into you. Outside of that, you're going to get fucked up by enemy cav or archers. But hey, let's see. This has taken a while, so what we're probably coming up against is a party of 2 or 3 people, and then on my side we're trying to match up against it, so hopefully we'll have a matchup where it'll be, well, ideally a lot of humans, but it's not the right time of day. But we're probably going to come up against a party here, or just one other human that's taking ages to load into. Alright, so here we go. 3 minutes 41. Germania. That's not a bad map for me. Lots of good covered areas, and I'm on my own. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this slot here. What I'm going to do is move into the trees here. If a bot comes through there, I'll just ambush them and kill them off quickly, and then and see what happens next. Realistically, over this side there's 3 units that'll come forward if that's where they've been matched, and I'll at least face one of them here, and I won't have enough time to get onto A, so I'll probably move towards C depending on what we come up against. So we've got a 2-man party on the other team. Cav and Javs. Caesar, okay. So Javelin's not too concerned about that. I'll be able to counter them quite easily. But the Cav, if it is tier 9 Harbingers, I am going to get messed up badly. So what I'm going to do is unleash one of my dogs forward and then see what happens. We've got pikes moving up towards A. Hopefully the bot gets engaged around here and just drops his pikes and walks forward. Okay, so there we go. Right. I didn't mean to send out my 3rd dog unit. What he's going to do is he's going to charge into my dogs here, but we have latched on sufficiently, and I'm going to try and counter him by unleashing the dogs before he can charge. And see, I suppressed a lot of that charge by unleashing the dogs into that. What I'm going to do now is throw some fire in and try and box him. See how I did that? And I just routed one really quickly. And I have just messed up 2 cav units pretty well. And also a whole lot of javelins. So what I'm going to do is recall my 2nd unit's worth of dogs, recall my 3rd unit worth of dogs. I need to get vision here. So what I'm going to do is just pull back, just wait and see what comes up against me. Unleash those dogs back forward there. My 2nd unit's dogs are coming back, which is very nice. I don't think that javelin player was good enough to really counter it. Now, I've already lost 1.5 minutes at the start of the battle there, so what I need to do is push towards C and see what I can come up against here. I haven't even looked at them in the team yet. So we've got repeating crossbows, so I'm not too concerned about them. What I'm going to do is keep one of my unit's dogs on hand, come up here and just throw a fuck ton of fire into this blob, and then move in towards C.
Stop killing our brothers!
I'm going to recall the dogs on unit number 1. I'm hoping that there's at least half of them left. They didn't have enough time to really, do much before those dogs charged into the javelins, so I'm expecting to get a decent chunk. And geez, we've got a lot of them left over, so that's very good. I'm going to bring my 3rd unit over here and keep the flames on these guys here. Now, what I'm expecting is that cav would have healed up and will probably come in towards the middle here to try and come up against me, and then the javelins will come in and fire on top of us. So what I'm going to do is, instant I see any activity in and around me, what I'm going to do is unleash the dogs to try and intercept them, hopefully before they get the charge on. If they charge into the dogs, then they're going to wipe the dogs out very quickly. Is that him? No, that's not him. It's Roman Cav. Let's see what I've got up here. Okay, so the javelins have respawned up at B, and we have also the Cav there. So they've given up on fighting me, which is good for me. But what I'm going to do is, once I take this spot, I'm going to go through the trees here up towards B. I can see we do have some gladiators and some Chinese crossbows up there at E defending that. So we've got a bit of time. So we're going to start moving towards the B spawn. And on the approach to that, what I'm going to do is unleash one of my dog units into the B spawn. So just over here, set a little trap. Hopefully, okay. They didn't take the path I wanted to. What I wanted to do is have them go through the tree line so there's no vision of them before we get up there, and then make a decision as to how we approach it. What I want to do is try and unleash into those repeating crossbows if we can, and prevent them from firing on my handlers as we approach B. 2 of my units are in the tree, at least one of my units are in the tree line, so they're not going to be able to see it too well. I don't know what's in here yet, so what I want to do is hold on to my other 2 dog units until I can see, and then confidently unleash into those repeating crossbows. They're pressing up onto E now, so I need to get up here and take B. So I'm going to unleash my 2nd unit, and unfortunately, okay, so we've got the Roman Cap coming in. Hopefully they won't be able to take E before I can get up here. Whoa, go away, that hurts.
Set it ablaze! Torch everything!
Okay, I don't care about my dogs dying to that, because what I'm going to do is probably kill a lot more than what he's going to kill. So what I'm going to do is recall on all. And what I want to do is get Defiance on, try and route, and what I want to do is block them from getting into B now.
Bleed them dry! Death will wait!
This is not a good situation for me now because I'm getting wiped, but what I should be able to do is retreat here. I didn't anticipate the javelins being that close back to B, which is unfortunate. So what I'm going to do now is just hightail it out of here. Hopefully I can get out with at least one of my units. Heal up at C and then try and move to B again. Their push towards E failed, which is good. Maybe if I die off here, they're not going to be able to do much. They're stuck back at B. So there's 1 unit capping C, but we've got sufficient friendlies here to help out. to do is respawn at C, make sure they don't take that from me. Hopefully the AI is able to contest it with some of the units. 30 seconds, takes 20 seconds to cap it. I should spawn before they take it from us, so that'll be fine. And he's just charged out, which is a waste of time, so... good thing we have C here. There's nothing taking the watchtower over here, so I'm not too worried about pushing that side yet. What I want to do is just keep C as long as possible here, and then push up towards B once I see some of those ranged units pull away.
No mercy! Glory awaits!
Okay, gonna take them this way and unleash the last one just behind those repeating crossbows. See what this curve player is trying to do over here. Not much. It's nice to see the AI has learned how to fire onto the dogs themselves. That is not good news for me. They didn't used to do that. Okay, you can see I unleashed behind them and now they're latched on, so they're going that way. And I'm going to make my way towards A now. I wouldn't mind B, but I can see that there's still a lot of ranged over here that's just going to mess me up, so there's no point going over there. What I am concerned about is if that cav unit comes good, his morale comes back up and he goes towards D, and I'm going to be in a bit of trouble with them back capping me, and we do have quite a lot of infantry in front of D, so they are coming over here though. I'm anticipating A being undefended. Generally what happens if there's an engagement there, they've healed up, then what they do is push forward to the next capture point. There might be something over here that I can outnumber the dog units. Hopefully these guys just linger around C here and I can go and take A, then come back. I do have two of my dog units, so what I'm going to do is unleash one of them into the A spawn zone. That way, what happens is if anything's coming out, it's going to be intercepted, and also it's going to deny healing there, and awesome, there is nothing defending there. Good call coming across here. And also, if I've unleashed that in advance, what I'll be able to do is see if it engages anything near that point, and that way I know there's something defending it and I can approach it accordingly. Also, if I've unleashed into there, I can start to see points accruing in here through damage, I'll know that something's spawned there, and I've got to start planning for its approach. So C is still contested, and it looks like they do have quite a significant push, especially the javelins. Now that is going to be a concern because the AI is going to die to javelins, so I've probably got about 30 seconds and they'll have that cleared out. So what I need to do is send my third unit down here, because that was the one that unleashed into that repeating crossbow, and heal it up. I'll be able to heal it because the dogs will die on that unit, and I can start sending my unit 1 and 2 towards C. Now we've lost vision there, so we're going to lose that very quickly, but what I'm going to do is send these two over here. I'll unleash into the healing zone of C, and then I can begin planning my attack of C and the reclamation of that. Now ideally, what I'm going to do is leave one of my units over here and hope that one of my friendly AI respawns at A and takes the defense of that. I don't want to completely abandon it, or else the enemy cav can come and cap that. It takes 20 seconds to remove our ownership, 20 seconds to cap it, then make a push forward. So within 2 minutes, I would lose both A and D potentially, and I don't want to do that. So I thought I recalled on to my second unit, but I didn't. So let's go into the trees and see what we got. I'll unleash into there. Actually, no, I won't. Don't need to that at all. I don't expect anything to be coming through this tree line now, so I'd be quite surprised if anything does. And I'm kind of expecting the javelins to push towards E now. We'll see. Oh, here we go. Surprise. Oh, not yet. Wait till the swords pull away. Without vision, it is not ideal. So right now, my primary focus in this battle is to maintain A. If I can maintain A, what that's going to mean is I've got the guaranteed points from that side of that the whole time, and that will mean that, you know, it's like passive income kind of thing. I'm going to be getting those points over time, and I'm not really going to earn it. So I'm going to send my first unit forward. That's going to be attacking the equites that just spawned, and pushing these two in. I'm going to position the dog unit over here, and what I'm hoping is something's going to come in and help me out. Okay. So I'm hoping it doesn't latch on here, and what's going to happen is come across there. But they've pulled away sufficiently now that I'm needing to actually have them latch on to the cav. It would have been a bit better for me there if I had unleashed earlier, but now I've got to fight the cav, which means that they're going to have a massive advantage because the javelins can just come in and wreck the AI, and there's going to be really no defense at all to that. Firing me now without any ability to return fire. And yeah, this isn't good over here now. But we are reclaiming E. What I'm going to do is with my third unit, I'm going to leave the watchtower and just send that to the hill, and it's going to get those units back now. We do have that cavalry player up there capping our base, so I do need to keep an eye on that, which is not good for me. But with my third unit, they're over there healing, and what I can do is I can kill them and unleash them into our base to get it back very quickly. See what happens. Hopefully I can hold this long enough, and maybe an AI will do the work to take the base. So I just make sure I'm fighting inside, see, so I'm contesting it. He can kill me off here, I'm fine with that, and then what I'll do is I'll recall back to base and begin defending it. We have taken E, so getting back to base now is pretty critical.
No mercy!
Unfortunately, this is the reality of playing against 2 humans, 2 versus 1. I've got to constantly be focusing on the whole map. Just die. Alright, don't have time. I've got to get back there and clear out what it is in our base. Okay, unleashing with 1 unit. And then what I'm going to do is heal the other one so I get my second unit back. It's going to latch onto whatever's in there if it finds it. Realistically, if it's a bot, it's going to be standing right there. So I'm going to send my first unit across, throw in some fire, and bring my other 2 units in after.
No mercy!
Scatter bomb. Got 1 unit in there, so they're not going to be capping this, which is good. And what I'm going to do is head back towards C with all 3 units. I should be able to kill whatever's in here quite easily.
Burn it all!
So what I'm going to do is send him in and slam them so they stay within my flames. I don't want those... Yeah, okay, that's fine. He's going to be walking right through there.
Bleed them dry!
Unfortunately, A is completely undefended now, so we're probably going to lose that to the cav. I don't have much time here. I've just got to kill these off or lose half my units. Have to.
Bleed them dry!
The old intimidate and slam. That's why I take intimidate, because it drops down the morale quite quickly, and it lasts for a decent amount of time. So quite often kill the unit off before they can get the morale back. Alright, let's go see.
The enemy
So look over here, so we have the enemy trying to spawn camp over here. Let's pull it towards here now. It's good that our AI is constantly waving it towards C. On this map they do that quite a lot. So there is constant point pressure from that location. But they are contesting E, but we have Roman Cav in here. So if that... Sometimes you'll find Scipio and they'll be able to hold it just whenever I need to. Alright, I've got pikes. Easy. Easy defense, send all three up. It's going to take me ages to walk up here, that's why I don't like this map. Okay, so what I'm going to do is have a look at my dogs, see which one has the most. Unit number 2 has the most, so what I'm going to do is send him up towards here. I'm going to unleash into the spawn, because I don't want that javelin player just constantly healing up and then coming back in. And also those dogs will slow down whenever it comes out of there. So let's see where we're at once we get a bit closer, and then unleash into them based off where I think would be the most efficient way of taking... Ooh, okay. We found ourselves some glaives. That's not good for me. Okay, I need to pop Defiance to sort of route. Okay. I need to use my numbers here.
We are not done.
Unfortunately, those glaives, if they get a hold of me, are going to destroy me very quickly. Not good. We'll do some flanking here. Okay, they are capping E. What's going on there?
Bleed them dry.
Okay, that's fine. What I'm going to do up here is kill these guys and go and help E now. Haven't seen the javelins in a while, so yeah, they've gone over to A and they're going to cap that, which is annoying. So what I'm going to do is push into C. Recall all of them. Now there's going to be some serious point pressure on me now if they are going to take E. So I'm going to have to unleash everything into there. Ignore what I said about unleashing everything into one spot. In this instance, I'm going to, because I need sufficient dogs to slow down whatever's trying to heal and coming out of there. So they're capping E again. We have heaps of bots that are spawning. I need to intercept. Here's where having some of the dogs would have been useful. Slam him, slam him, slam him. Right. I just have to route him before he can kill me off. We have some barbarian swords coming in. A nice premium unit. Alright, let's get rid of him. Hopefully one of these guys can pop a rear flank. If not, just have to do everything else. Okay. Slam, that's fine. That unit will die. We need to get rid of all of these units. We're also just going to get them all back up and become a problem. Let's get rid of him. Any flank will do. Low enough unit count that
we have executed an enemy commander.
All back up after being touched. Okay, so we have units pushing up towards B, which is really good for us. They're not going to be able to take... Yeah, that's a javelin throw. Here we go. There he is. Alright. Pay attention to firing arcs. Okay, so we've taken C, but they are going to take E, I'd say. Those javelins are going to be able to get rid of the gladiators and get rid of those cabs. So I need to heal up here and push back towards the A side of the map, because that's a bot taking that. So I should be able to get over, but we've got about 30 seconds left because I've got 3.9 points a second. 6, and the game's going to finish. Dogs of war!
We have won!
And there's the victory. Now, thank you for sticking this out. This was just a battle I was playing, and I was just throwing my thoughts in as I played it to someone who I was talking to. So the dialogue may have been a bit confusing because, you know, you probably didn't understand the background behind it. I was just trying to explain where I unleash the dogs, how I approach things, how I move the units around, and just trying to highlight some of the things we'd been talking about in a discussion we'd had on Discord. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful, and have a good day, everyone.